Shalom, this brother Kapaya Yash with another lesson. Hopefully, this will be under 20 minutes. Apostle Tahar, put it out there. It's up to you. But make as many, short videos as you can. Throw out them jabs. Pow, 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 pow. That's where, this word, the videos supposed to be coming out. But this particular video here, today is March the 4th. They got me on strike, so I'll be putting this video back up on the March the 11th. So, I'm still doing this work, even on strike. I'm still working for Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, even on strike. But anyway, I was listening to GMS Maccabee Spirit 3561. Please subscribe to this elder page. Very knowledgeable. I mean, and like I said, he brightened my my knowledge in the Bible with a lot of things that he say, and he get it from who? Yahweh Shai. So subscribe to his page, and I just wanted to play this particular voice that he played on his lesson here. The lesson is number 3 WW, which means World War, and then you got the East thing. I'm gonna say that I know what he's saying, but you got to be careful on certain names, because it can cause people to get a flag, or a strike or whatever. And YouTube is very, very sensitive, And because I remember a couple months back with the Charlie K. Brown situation, when he got that, got an arrow in his neck, if you know what I'm saying, there at Utah University in front of all those people. And it was done by who? His own people, But you got to be careful with certain names. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But Malcolm, Elder Malcolm did a lesson on spirit of sedition. And, people are getting sick and tired, with these officials. These judges ain't judging. These DA, they are not DAing. You got high, powerful people in high places is not being judged. They are not being taken down for justice. And that shows you that our system is a hypocrite. They'll throw R. Kelly, P. Diddy, and a lot of Israel, males and females behind bars, plaster their face all over the internet, all over worldwide TV, and but for these people, Edom, so-called white people, and we know that the people in power that's running this country is so-called white people. And they are not going to plaster these people. These are their giants. Just like in Genesis, those giants lay with the women. These are their top elite, rich, no, not rich, but wealthy men and women. They ain't gonna roll over on them, in fear of losing their position, in fear of losing, their place in this world that Esau gave them. They don't want to lose their spot. They don't want to be ridiculed, for doing something that's right. They'd rather just sit back and just let it happen. But when you do it, it's a problem. It's that, Esau have that Psalm 73. That's part of his blessing. He is not hurt. He's not in, so like he is not in trouble like other men. So this is his blessing. This is his kingdom right now. So he gonna rule it and run it the way he want, just like what DJ Trump is doing right now. He's not going through Congress to do this and do that. He's doing what the hell he want. So the people of Babylon, they are getting sick of it. You got military guys. They see that it's that DJ Trump and his minions are fucked up. They intentionally starting shit. Then these soldiers got to put their life on the line to clean it up. Something that these rich elite Edomites do, and then you have lower Edomites. You got Negroes, Hispanics, and you have some Chinese that's fighting in the military, for America. You got, because this is a melting pot. So we got everybody and anybody that's in this military. They have to strap up for who? America. And you putting these young people lives on the line on your wicked ass behalf. Hey, the Heavenly Father, he's keeping tab on everything, but these soldiers that's going over there, you're not coming back. And some of these soldiers are gonna, they're gonna end up AWOLing. AWOL. And they going to come up out of there, because I was just looking at a video where I want to say a lieutenant or a sergeant or someone was telling these troops about Revelation 16. I wouldn't doubt it if they were talking about Revelation 15 and 16, and I wouldn't doubt it if he brought up second address, which I'm gonna go into. I want to say second address. What is it? 13 or 15? 13, I believe. Yeah, 13. When your house shot gonna come with those angels. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna play this video. This is coming from a military man. He know what's going on. He's sick and tired of being used as a what you call a crash dummy, because this is what a lot of these soldiers are going over there for. They are used as a crash dummy, something to shoot at, something to be used as a missile food, scud missile food, grenade food, those bombs, those little miniature missiles that's shooting out of tanks. I had an uncle on my mother's side, got blown in pieces, with got shot by a tank and was blown to pieces, in the Korean War. So check this out.
Is it still loaded up? So I'm gonna play about 5 minutes of this video, maybe 6, but it's Marine who's calling out Israel. Okay?
This Marine veteran made this video that's going pretty viral right now, and he's basically saying there's no greater threat really right now than Israel. And so this is pretty interesting. I fully agree with this. Take all the to this. Let me go ahead and start from the beginning here.
And I support Iran dropping every single rocket in their arsenal wiping that entire country off the map. That's what I support.
Damn.
I don't support Iran. I don't support Israel. But of the two, I would rather see Iran wipe out Israel and watch how fast the war ends. The sad part about it is these same veteran content creators have zero knowledge of what's even going on over there. None. They don't spend hours and hours a day researching outside of government propaganda to educate themselves so they can make informed decisions. For those of you with dual citizenship in this country with the United States and Israel, it's time to pack your bags, get the fuck out of our country, and go die for the country that you actually show allegiance to, because it's not the United States. Go back to your homelands with your Jewish chosen people, and go fight, because if you really believe you're God's chosen people, trust me, they're going to need your help, and God will protect you, right?
Your body warns you before kidney failure. Here are the 3 signs most people miss. As a nephrologist, I see these every single day.
They're going to need your help, and God will protect you, right? So go back and fight for your country, God's chosen people.
So, I mean, pretty strong words there.
So, you heard it. So, now that's coming from a military man. A lot of these military men, they're going to mount up, like Transformers, because there's a lot of military guys that think like him, and then there are some, they still holding on, to their allegiance, to make America great and all this and that. But you have a lot of them, they just, can't wait, to team up, to put on that uniform and go against one another. And also, you have civilians. You have people that is not military that is getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they ain't gonna give a damn about the police. They don't give a damn about the sheriff. They don't give a damn about the mayor. They don't give a damn about the governor. Whoever that have any type of push for his power to change things. No, it's gonna be too late. They gonna come just like these people up top. Eat them. With the sticks in the hand, swords and guns, and they are rallying together, and this is gonna happen. Like I said, these curses is falling off of us and falling on them. You see all these people right here, angry and upset. Now, flip that around from all those times where we marched, where we screamed, where we cried, and we didn't have no weapons and sticks and anything like that. We had signs, trying to be, like one more friendly march or whatever, showing signs. Listen, we not trying to come with no problem. We don't want no trouble. We just want our freedom. We just want our rights. We want to be treated equal. But on the flip side, when Esau get mad, he ain't holding up no fucking sign. Not in this matter, he's not. He's ready for war. And this right here, a prime example right here. Yeah, that's a prime example. When they feel that they are being done wrong, guess what? They're going to take full medieval action. Especially this time around. There have been times where, where Esau, he held up signs and it wasn't too bad. But a lot of times when Esau go out there marching, it's going to be a fight. Or somebody going to run their truck in a crowd full of people. That's Esau for you right there. But now, this person right here, he just a regular civilian. Your next door neighbor. The guy that worked at the coffee shop. This is him.
The other channel, so let me go. Yeah. Just bear with me for a second. this one right here. We'll just play it.
White European, Satanist, Khazarians, and Ashkenazis posing as Jews are trying to enslave us? Bitch, I will eat you for fucking dinner. And then these motherfuckers who aren't even Semites, pretending to be Semites, want to say it's anti-Semitic to call them out? You motherfucking Satanist, child, body-eating, blood-drinking motherfuckers? All of humanity is gonna get you this time. These fucking white European, Satanist, Khazarians, and Ashkenazis posing as Jews are trying to enslave us? Bitch, I will eat you for fucking dinner. And then these motherfuckers who aren't even Semites, pretending to be Semites, want to say it's anti-Semitic to call them out? You motherfucking Satanist, child, body-eating, blood-drinking motherfuckers? All of humanity is gonna get you this time.
So, you know, it's known now what they've been doing. And
Yeah, it's known what they've been doing. All this stuff, you know, they've been, you know, using their power of privacy. You know, they've been using their power with money, media, to make these people look like they are the true people of the Lord, and they're not. They're the synagogue of Satan. Those are devils, those demons. You know? So I don't want, like, I'm trying to stay under 20 minutes. So we're going to start at 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. What's this right here? Okay, well, let me go ahead and pull it. Hold on. With sword in their hand. You know, you can't hardly see it, but it could be a sword, look like sticks or whatever, you know. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. You know, just like we know that Esau, he's going to come in on the man of the Lord, come in like a flood, because this truth is being pushed out. He don't want any static, any stepping stone. He don't want nobody blocking him from getting his what? MOTB pushed out. Because much as we say not to take it, it's going against his will, what he wants. So he's going to come down hard on us. And you men and you women that's down, be ready. Don't chicken out. I always say, pray, and pray for more faith. Build up your faith. When you know that you're about to face, you know, life, or, you know, face death, because this is what it's going to be. Some of us is going to pass on this side. You know, but don't let no man take your crown. You know, the Heavenly Father, He going to put that crown of life, that crown on your head for being diligent in the truth all the way to the end. Don't worry about what man can do. You worry about what the Lord can do. So it's lucky for the north. And they shall not regard their king nor prince, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. These people that you see right here up top, they are not worried about no type of rulership. They're not worried about nothing. They out for what they want. You know, this is an example of a turmoil of people coming together under one clause, under one agreement, and that's getting their rights back, getting their life back. You know, they just want their freedom back. These people here, they're gonna go back to the time where you know, the English settlers fought against the British. We're going back to those times. Here comes soon. You know, especially, you know, with Esau, with this sedition amongst men, right? You know, because Esau, he wants to enslave you, just like what that young man said. You know, he sound kind of sweet, but you know, he said that these small headed trying to enslave us, right? Check this out. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. This is supposed to be the land of the free, the home of the brave, right? You supposed to be able to go where you want. You supposed to be able, to walk on the, just pretty much do what you want. Not just anything you want before just going out for a walk. Just getting some fresh air. They going to mark your territory in these 15-minute cities that you cannot. You got to get permission to go out, almost like a passport. They want to lock you down. That's like slavery right there. They want to be over you. They want to watch you. They want to know your carbon footstep. They want to know where you going and where you been and how you going to do it and who you going to see. And damn it, there it is, 21 minutes. Let me finish this out. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. That's that Jeremiah 30, verse 5, 6, and 7. You can read that. Man should be like a woman in travail. Verse 19, I'm going to end it right here. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of lack of bread and of great tribulation. So when these people come after you, they coming for all that you have, even you. So like I said, when I say that we're going to be in league with the stones, out there with the trees and the mud and the fields and the swamps, wherever you at, in the desert, mountain, you're gonna be on the run. That's why, and I'm gonna end it right here. That's why it's good. Get your ass up out the bed. Get up out the house. Do some walking. Do some type of exercising. Get your body right as well. Spiritually, yes. That's most definitely. Get your spirit right. Get your house in order. But also get your ass up out of bed and do some walking. Strengthen your leg, because that's the strongest part of your body, your leg. And you got to carry your heavy ass up a hill, down a hill, around the block. You getting out of breath, trying to get away from your enemy, you got. So, time is now. Get yourself right. Shalom.